Alright, this is a test, and what better test to do than just go straight to live. Hola mi gente, my name is Psycho and we're here live at Airsoft Revolution 15. I am trying this first off my phone. I've never used my phone to actually go live on YouTube, so bear with me. If it's not sounding good or something like that, let me know. I don't know how this usually works. I usually go off live on Facebook or Twitter or any of the other stuff. Instagram. Alright guys, so what we're doing is that we're actually painting Eddie's gun. Eddie's one of our airsoft players here. Most of you guys have seen my paint job on him as far as doing the Deadpool on the 1911 by Elite Force. It was originally tanned. It's the tack version, so I went ahead and painted it Deadpool red with some pretty cool Deadpool hand grips. I actually hand painted those. But I'm going to show you guys what it takes for me to actually get into it, and we're going to go live and show you how I paint and all the accents and all that cool stuff that we do. All right. So first thing first is, you can't see my head. Let's go ahead and secure this real quick. This is my paint that's already pre-mixed. I'm just gonna move into frame. It's the beauty about being live, is that you can't edit any of this part out. Alright. You still want to see that. Alright guys, so what I do is I go ahead and wipe everything down twice. The first wipe down, it's gonna take off all your oil, all your debris, whatever it is that you have on the gun, as far as like loose dirt, any sediment from the air or anything like that. And the second wipe down, it's gonna get all the oils and the grease from your hands off the gun, because the paint won't actually stick to it at all. Now, the paint that I like to use this is some of the secrets that Psycho has. All right, so the paint that I like to use is Rust-Oleum. I did Krylon, I did a bunch of other paints, I even did enamels and stuff like that, and they just don't stick very well. Even with the entire wipe down and everything, they just end up peeling back. Rust-Oleum's the best one on the market as far as airsoft guns, for a low cost. Alright, so two very light coats of what I like to use is the primer mixed with the actual base paint. So right now I have a primer mixed with the actual base paint, and it's two real light coats. Now you can still see some of the black on some of the darker areas here and there, but that's the look that I'm actually going for. So it's not tacky at all. So once it's not tacky, then you're ready to start painting again. This is a donor mag that I use to actually use that way I don't get inside the mag well when I start underlaying on the underside. All right. So right now it's got a lot of red, and that's okay. But I'm using stencils like this to actually block off where I don't want to paint, because I'm doing a mixture of Deadpool with like a Borderlands style type of paint job. So we'll see how it comes out. I am using a gravity-fed airbrush, and you can adjust the needle. I got about 6 of these with different colors and stuff. But right now we're going to do a lot of the low lights as far as the shading and the battle wear stuff. I still like to go over it with some sandpaper so that way I can do some natural battle wear. So I'm going to show you some of the guys, I'm going to show you what I like to do. So I'm going to turn it on here. Now I like to have it at 50 PSI on the actual, on the airbrush, on the little compressor I have. And it's a real light mist. I mean, light enough to where you can barely see it on the paper, right? Okay. So I like to battle wear a lot of the parts that actually gets worn down, like natural wear. Like the grip, I like to leave that dark for obvious reasons. So when we get in here, now this paint that I like to use, it's a water-based paint. So in case you got those gurus that are like, oh my God, Psycho's not using a Face Pro. I actually use a respirator before I do any type of acrylic painting. But this is a water-based paint. It's a real light mix. It's a real light mix to where I'm not gonna say you can eat it, but it's not toxic. Bear with me with the angle. I'll show you guys how it looks on the other side, but I wanted to get an over the shoulder view, but my mounts were not brought as well as Dom is busy with a customer. You guys, you always got to make sure that you paint around that selector switch, right? Because if you don't, you're going to get that little straight line across your mark there. You want to make sure you get that. Again, real light. You don't want to go caked on there or heavy to where you end up overdoing the amount of paint that you put on the actual canvas. Canvas being the gun. I'm going to use this again. We get that two-tone. Oof! I saw the lighting. Whoop! And snap to it. All right, so let me show you guys where I'm at right now. All right. So naturally, this gun was black, but I went ahead and did that base coat. But as you can see, that selector switch, right? Like I was telling you guys, it's already coated. And on this side, it's still red. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do like a lot of the borderland look and stuff. But I wanted to get that two-tone first between there. The trigger has a little bit of wear on it already, and get up the rest of that. Don't mind the mag. I'm still gonna be working on that. Now, on a lot of paint jobs that I've already done here, I've actually done a lot of highlighted areas like the mag release, the trigger guard, and the selector switch. Some of you guys may want to try that. It's real tedious. It depends on how you like it. This gun's gonna do that red, white, and black. I also got some paint markers I'm gonna be drawing on there. Now, yes, Psycho used to like to tag and stuff, so I have a really good penmanship when it comes to writing on this stuff. So that the white is always gonna be my last one on top of it because that's what's gonna really make the gun pop. Right now, the base color is red. I'm gonna do all the black low lights and a lot of the red highlights. What we normally do is we take apart the entire gun and do all that stuff. But this gun will be used at War Games this weekend on Sunday at AR-15 Battleground. So if you're watching from another stage and you're like, okay, cool, let me see what Psycho's doing. This is what we're doing. This is what we're painting. So getting back to it. Oh, you guys can talk.
Can I people?
Yeah.
Hi guys.
This is Dom from AR-15. This is one of our newest customers. You can say hi if you want it. Now, yesterday we ran Armageddon Nerf Wars here, and one of our good friends, Happy Family, Super D, was here, and we're collaborating about different ideas that we can use for promoting our videos, right? And we got a really awesome tech department, a combination of me and Dom, and we come up with some crazy stuff. So I started thinking last night, why not do our paint jobs, dude? I want you guys to see how much work it takes to actually do this the right way. And I've had even some of my best customers that question some of the paint work I do. I'm like, dude, have you not seen so-and-so's gun, or have you not seen this? Some people have their doubts before they spend their... And we're back. Mamba, what's up, my peoples? Alright. Knuckles. Is this real life? Yes, it is. Alright. I'm sorry, guys. Again, bear with me. I'm trying to work with some ganchos. Alright. I'm gonna have to come off of this. Get some better angles. This is not working out. Not rotate device. Bear with me, guys. Alright. Like I was saying, you gotta know your airbrush. Because if you don't, what'll happen is that your airbrush will start spitting. And that's when it's at the bottom of the paint. Let's turn this around. That's the bottom of the paint where let's see if I can do this. Nope. Alright. That's the bottom of the paint, and it'll start spitting, and you're not gonna get a very good look as far as the job. You'll start spitting on a gun that you're trying to perfect. Let's try this. Alright, still not working. Everything for you guys, right? Let me see. There we go. Sorry, guys, again. There we go. Ta-da! Alright. So, I already pre-mixed all the paint. Actually, I have plenty of paint. So, there we go. Tom's giving a demonstration Oh, you're on the camera, babe. Say hi to the people.
Where's your phone?
It's right here.
Oh.
Now, some of the things I like to do is I like to get into these areas where people don't always overskip and stuff. I like to paint happy little shades of areas. And now I like to go around here, do like that rustic folk look. Around there, right? And then hit the corner like this. For those of you that are running what type of weapon this is a Crytek LMG. Again, this is Eddie's weapon. This one actually shoots CQB limits. And the beauty about it is that it's semi-only too. Well, it's not semi-only, but it's semi-capable. What I like to do also is I like to push the air. As you can see, if you push the air, what it does, it only allows air to come out. If you push back on it, what will happen is you get air. You'll actually get the paint come out, right? So if I put too much paint on one area, like that, right, I can dry it out by using the same trigger, and I can dry it out with the same air pressure that I have in the paint gun. And let's say if I have any gunk in there, I can actually push it out, and you get that nice airflow right there, like that. Again, on some of these areas, I like to get it pretty deep. What the combination here does, what it does is it gives it like a leather, red leather paint. As you can tell, let me get back here. Now, this is just the way Psycho likes to paint. There's no right or wrong way to do it, as long as you're having fun doing it. Now, if you end up doing this really well, it is a pain in the butt to take off. If you change your mind on the color scheme, you gotta keep in mind that. I like to do everything all at once on one side. So if I finish off right here, the majority of it, I like to continue on to the front of the gun, but I'm still back here on the grip. The grip has some stippling on it, so I like to get that nice and dark. And it takes really well, because what happens is that the color, because it is water-based, and the bottom part is an acrylic, which is also a water-based paint, but it has that acrylic feel to it. So the water-based paint actually bleeds down into the actual darker areas, and so you get that combination of that red and black, so it's really cool. You know, and then you want to a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit of wear everywhere. Alright. Back to the rest of the gun. So, some of the colors are going to start popping a little bit. I'm going to go back and you want to hit that up again. You want the whole gun to look uniform, you know what I mean? So you got to make sure you get all those angles. That I'm going to want all black now. I'm going to throw candy over all this, so it's going to darken everything up really good. Picatinny rail. You're right. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. Let's stop the camera again. I didn't even know that it was off. But this is what we got going on so far. Now, as you can see in the camera right here, this part right here, it's a little bit brighter than the whole gun. That's also where the branding is. So I may end up like writing in white, you know, that, or smear the white into it so it could stand out. I'll call him back. I'm sorry about that, my friend. Alright. Let's take a look at this other side real quick so you guys can see what. But there you go.
It went offline?
We went offline?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm back online again.
He's back online again.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, my friend.
Disable the chat for live streaming on mobile devices because I don't have the option to chat in because I had some questions about like as far as the final coat for like the paint and stuff like that.
I use Rust-Oleum Clear Coat. There's two of them that I like to use. One is gloss, high gloss, and then I have the matted finish. But I do a super light coat. Monday?
What's Cerakoting?
Cerakoting is a very... It's more tedious than what I'm doing right now. I'm actually still live. But no, Cerakoting, I have a friend of mine who actually does. But it's a little bit more in detail, and they bake the paint.
Really? Holy
yes,
shit. Okay, well, I'm good.
All right, brother.
No, I'll let you get back to your stream then.
Okay, man.
I'll chime in a bit.
Okay, brother. I'm sorry I had to hang up on you. I hung up on you while I was live, too. I was like, I'm sorry, George. I'll call you back.
Oh, really? The call didn't even connect. I mean, oh, well.
Yeah.
Dale, ya está.
Okay, my friend.
Dale, bye.
All right, brother. All right, guys. Back to you guys. That's George from our Laredo crew. Laredo, Texas. Holla. All right. So, going back to this. Again, I decided to do all this black, right? And then I did a little bit more black right here. On top, you know, a few highlights here and there. But it gives that red leather look. I'm about to hit up the suppressor. Or the mock suppressor. Maybe I'll hold it while I paint, right?
If you think about it, I mean, there's some people
Okay. Get some up close. And then for here, I like to get real far, right? I like to do the muzzle flash. Have you ever seen like real guns where they got that they got that burnt look in the front? Well, that's because the gun's hot. Oh, the barrel's hot, and you get all that carbon from the gunpowder coming out too. All that. So this doesn't even have to be perfect. You see how that looks, right? Get a little bit of hot spots right here. and get in front of it. Now all this has got to go black, you know. That's where all the bad stuff comes out. And here you can tell, let me show you how light I actually paint. You can see how the paint gets on there, and then as quick as it gets on there, it dries up. Now guys, I hate to cut it short. It's a 35-minute video already, but I hate to cut it short, but this is pretty much how it's gonna look on the opposite side. There's gonna be a few highlights with the white pen. My battery is dying on my phone. I have 10% on my phone. Gotta go back on Facebook, share this video. I'm gonna do a little bit more like gripping here, and a little bit of rubbing with my glove here. Again, I'm gonna do some sandpaper around the edges and stuff to knock down some of the paint. But tell me, what do you guys think? There's still a lot of work to be done on this rifle, but y'all saw it when it was bright red. On this side, kind of looks like that, you know, cheesy caramel red. And then I like to accent it with the solid black buttstock like that. Oh man, it's gonna look gorgeous. Tell me what you guys, what type of paint jobs you guys would like to see on the next video. I'll probably not go live because it kills my phone. But if you guys like the live footage and y'all actually liked, you know, all the hiccups that I was doing and all that stuff, let me know. Check out my new logo. I'm going with the Punisher look. Hashtag Psycho. Hashtag Punisher logo. It's just gonna be my thing now. What do you get when Deadpool meets Punisher? You get Psycho. Alright guys, so give me a like, share this video, do all that good stuff, and you know, help me grow this page. More views I get, the more views you get, the more views we all get. We grow the community together. Again, I'm showing you guys some of my tricks and tips for painting your own gun. If you don't like to paint your own gun and you think this is too much work, let me know and I'll do it for you. Some of these paint jobs, this is what I call my free hands, my freestyle paint job. You want to come check it out? On this side? This guy was asking. But this is my freestyle hand paint job. They start around 60 bucks. That's pretty cheap for everything that you get. Alright guys, well, that's all I got for now. From our family to yours,
Live the game.
live the game. Thank you, Dom.
Live the game.
How do you end this video?
Alright, here we go.
This is on the phone, so
You switch cameras,
Let's
switch
push
that.
the-
What do we have to do to get? Oh, hey.
hey.
Wait, the cameras are. Oh, the cameras are here. That's pretty.
Yeah, it's different.
What if we press this button?
Share?
Share microphone. Oh, look, there's a chat.
Yeah.
I found the chat button.
Okay, so just push the X.
Right? Ooh, stop streaming.